It's time for you to get up. You will win. It's time for you to reactivate your finances, your health. Are you ready to get your life? Well, this is your moment. Ready to get your life back on track? Get up. What are you doing? It's your time to reactivate.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Reactivate the Moment. I am Marques Ford, and I'm so glad to be here with you guys tonight. Listen, this is going to be a good one tonight. I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, share this video so we can let everybody know what goes down right here at 8 p.m. on Monday nights on Reactivate the Moment with me. Listen, I don't want to prolong the time. I want to go ahead and get everything situated. I want to go ahead and get everything started. But I want to just go ahead and just give you all just a tidbit of what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about going through certain things, but not allowing your situation to keep you from it. Going through certain things, but not allowing your situation, not allowing what you're going through, not allowing what you're dealing with, not allowing who's around you to block you from getting to your destination. So basically what I want to remind you is to never allow what you're going through to block you from where you're going to. Why? Because your breakthrough is on the way. Never allow what you're going through to block you from where you're headed to. Why? Because your blessing, your breakthrough is on the way. Too often, including me, myself, too often we get in our way. Too often we try to, we end up sabotaging ourselves. We end up sabotaging our blessing. We end up sabotaging those things that we prayed for, that we asked God to do, those things that we manifested, those things that we've written down, and those goals that we set. Too often we've allowed ourselves to get in our own way. Why? Because we're too focused, we're too concentrated, we're thinking too much about what we're dealing with. We're thinking too much about what we're going through. And oftentimes what happens in situations such as those is that we cause ourselves to get in our own way, or we cause ourselves to miss out on signs. We cause ourselves to miss out on things that are giving us notice, things that are warning us, things that are triggering us to say, hey, man, don't do that. Hey, don't think about that. Hey, focus on this, but we ignore the signs. Have you ever been into a situation? Have you ever been in a place where it seemed like you keep hearing the same thing over and over again from different people? Your friend told you one thing, then an associate told you one thing, then you heard it in the song, or you saw it on the billboard, or you saw it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and you've seen pretty much the same message over and over again, but we've ignored it. I've been there myself. I've ignored so many messages. I've ignored so many signs to where I've missed certain things and missed certain opportunities in my life that probably could have been life-changing, probably could have been beneficial to me. But what we do is we cause what we're going through. We cause the pain that we have. We cause the mindset that we have to get in our own way, and we start focusing on what we're dealing with. We start focusing on what we're going through. But the thing we have to understand is that there's always an end goal. There's always an end result to every situation you have. In other words, you are not going to be in that situation all the time. You are not going to deal with those same people all the time. You are not going to deal with those certain places all the time. There are going to be times where things are going to happen where it's going to cause you to open up your eyes. It's going to cause you to open up your mind. It's going to cause you to think outside the box and realize that there's something far more greater than where I am now. In other words, you have destiny on your life. You have greatness on your life. You have prosperity on your life. You have virtue on your life. But what we're doing is we're causing ourselves to miss out on our destiny. We're causing ourselves to miss out on our virtue. We're causing ourselves to miss out on our greatness because we can't even see what the end result is going to be because we are focused on what we're going through. We are focused on what we're dealing with. We are focused on the situation, excuse me, the situation that we're in, when all it's doing is preparing us for where we're going. Have you ever decided to lose weight? You ever decided to go to the gym because you got fed up? You got fed up with how you looked. You got fed up with how you felt. You didn't feel good anymore. You didn't look good anymore. You didn't have the self-confidence that you had, that you once had before. You didn't have the tenacity or the vigor that you once had before. So you wanted to alter your life. You wanted to alter certain things about yourself. So you decide to go to the gym. And have you ever been to the gym so long that you think you're putting in all the work? You're sweating. You're bleeding. You got callus on your hands on lifting weights. You got your muscles and your body is aching, but it seems like things aren't changing. When you step on the scale doesn't fluctuate the way you thought it should, because you're putting in so much weight. You're putting in so much work that you think that the pounds should be falling off. The inches in your waistline should be shorter because you're working so hard. And what you do is you get so focused on the work, you get so focused on what you're putting in, that you're missing the fact that you're losing weight. You're missing the fact that you're reducing your waist size. But what we do is we don't look at the little victories. We don't look at our little victories. We want things to happen like that. We want us to go to the gym for a week and lose 30 pounds. We want us to go to the gym and work out and be on the treadmill for hours upon hours and lose 3 or 4 or 5 inches in our waistline in a matter of a couple of weeks. But that's not how things work. It's all a part of a process. There's a process to this workout. There's a process to this regimen. But what we have to do is we have to do the main thing, and that is keep going in spite of the way it looks. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight, but I hope you hear me clearly. I'm here to remind you and to declare to you and to put into your brain and put into your mindset, into your heart, to keep going. It is too soon for you to quit. Just because you haven't seen the results happen, just because they haven't happened just like that, just because it didn't happen in the blink of an eye, just because it didn't happen the next day, does not mean that it's not going to happen. It just means that it's not about to happen yet. But all you have to do is keep going. You know, I'm reminded of the movie Finding Nemo. The movie Finding Nemo. That's one of my kids' favorite movies. They used to watch it all the time. Not so much now; they're a little older, but they used to watch Finding Nemo. And one of the characters on Finding Nemo is Dory. We all know, if you've seen Finding Nemo, you see that Dory is one of the ones. Dory is one of the ones that she has short-term memory loss. She will always say, "I have short-term memory loss. I have short-term memory loss," meaning that she can't remember things that happened just 5, 10, even 2 minutes ago. She can't remember certain things. And so, but what she will always do is she will always say this phrase, "Just keep swimming, just keep swimming." No matter what it was, whenever she was swimming through the ocean, she will always sing the song, "Just keep swimming, just keep swimming," meaning that no matter what, you got to keep going, because you're going to reach your destination eventually. I want to declare to somebody tonight, to remind you to just keep swimming. Take on the spirit of Dory. You may not see the outcome. You may not remember certain things. You may not even realize what things, the changes that are happening in your life. But all you have to do is just keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep fighting. Just keep pushing. Why? Because your breakthrough is on the way. Your blessing is on the way. What you've been praying for, what you've been fighting for, what you've been what you've been admonishing God for is on the way. But all you have to do is keep going. Do not throw in the towel just yet. Why? Because the fight is not over. Do not throw in the towel just yet, because you are not done. How do you know that you're not done? Because every time you wake up in the morning, there's a new opportunity to get it better. There's a new opportunity to get it right. There's a new opportunity to make everything all right. But all you have to do is do what my cousin Dory said, and just keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep fighting. Because the moment you give up, the moment you stop, guess what? Your dream dies. The moment you stop, guess what? Your vision dies. The moment you stop, your goal is destroyed, because you decided to call it quits. But I'm here to remind you tonight, it's time for you to reactivate your life. It's time for you to reactivate the moment and make this moment count. Tonight is the night where you're going to allow yourself to get up, dust yourself off, and like Aaliyah, the great Aaliyah said, God rest her soul, and try again. Because all you have to do is keep trying. You have to keep going. You have to keep keep pushing. You have to keep fighting. You do not have to throw in the towel just yet, because your breakthrough is on the way. So what I want to remind you is to not allow what you're going through to block you from where you're headed. Because what it does, what a blockage does, it causes you to put a wall. It causes you to put an obstacle in your way. And I want to talk about that more after this commercial break.
What's up, family? It's your girl, Terry Y. Hicks of the amazing Fab Five, and I am here to tell you to tune into the Empowered Morning Show Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the WIN Network.
Be sure to tune in every morning, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. for the Empowered Morning Show with the Fab Five. I promise you it's an awesome, power-filled show. Listen, what we have to understand about the blockade, what the blockade does, it puts an obstacle in the way. And what we do is we look at the blockade because some people feel like that the blockade is happening because of a distraction. No, every now and again, we probably don't even realize this, but every now and again, we put blockades in our own way. Every now and again, we like to blame others. We like to blame others for our failure sometimes. We like to blame our situation for our failure sometimes. We like to blame our circumstance for our failure sometimes. But every now and again, we put our own obstacle in our way. Why? Because we put our obstacle of guilt. That's an obstacle right there. How many of you ever felt guilty? How many of you ever felt like that you played a guilt trip, that you allowed a guilt trip to plague you because you thought, man, listen, man, I can't be doing this, man. There's no way I can make it. There's no way I can put this on. There's no way I can do this, because we put a guilt trip. That's a blockade. Another blockade we put in ourselves is lack of confidence. Lack of confidence. Look, listen, I know when you're starting something new, when you're starting something brand new, when you're starting a vision, when you're starting a production company, when you're starting certain things, everything, you have a big vision in your head and you want things to happen the way you see it. You want it you wish you could put whatever on your mind on paper and put it in other people's mind to keep you going and to keep you pushing. But sometimes it takes a little time for it to work out. It takes a little time for it to come into fruition. And what we do is we cause ourselves so much pain and agony because we once had the confidence to put it down. We had put it out on paper. We planned it out. We mapped it out. But when we step back a little bit, things aren't planning the way they should. Things aren't going the way they should. That's a blockade. When we lack confidence in ourselves. Another blockade is low self-esteem. What do you mean by that? What I mean is what low self-esteem does. Low self-esteem can put you in a place so low to where you feel like you can't do absolutely anything. Low self-esteem puts you in a place so minuscule, so minute, to where you feel so small. And before, you was as big as life. Life was big. You were big. You were able to come and go as you please. You were able to have the confidence. You can smile. You can laugh. You can do whatever. You felt like you can conquer the world. But then all of a sudden, that low self-esteem hit because your business plan didn't work. That low self-esteem hit because that person didn't love you. That relationship didn't work out. That friendship didn't work out. The companion that you thought that you liked and thought liked you, they didn't pan out the way you thought they should. And what happens is it causes you to reach the lowest of the low. That is a blockade. So we have guilt. That's a blockade. We have lack of confidence. That's a blockade. We have low self-esteem. That's a blockade. And one more blockade that a lot of us, that plagues a lot of us, but we don't like to talk about, is depression. One of the biggest issues now that more than I've ever seen before is mental health. Mental health. Everybody has mental health issues, whether you want to admit it or not. We all have mental health issues. There are issues going on with us that we don't tell anybody. There are things going on in our mind that we don't tell anybody. Why? Because we don't want anybody to know that we struggle. We don't want anyone to know that we fail. We don't want anyone to know that we fall short. And that can create depression. You get depressed when you feel like you have nobody else to turn to, when you feel like most times you're all alone, and when you feel like when the people that you thought were behind you, the people that you thought were by your side, you went to them for aid, you went to them for a conversation, you went to them to vent, but they were nowhere to be found. And now you've reached a point in your life where you feel like, man, I can't do anything. I'm lacking so much of myself. I've lost myself. I've been looking for myself in so many different ways, and I can't find myself anymore. But I've come to remind you that what we need to do is take out all of those things, all of those blockades that we're putting in our way, and continue to keep going. No matter how much guilt you feel, keep going. No matter how much low self-esteem you feel, keep going. No matter how much depression you feel, keep going. And as long as you're able to keep going, guess what? Those blockades that you thought were in front of you, guess what they end up? They end up behind you. And I'm here to remind you that, guess what? When you, just like in the car, if you look at the side view mirror, it says items behind the objects you see appear look farther than they appear. And the more you keep going, the more you keep driving, guess what? They become out of your rear view. They come out of your side view. They come out of out of the view of your the view of your dream, of your goal. Why? Because you decided to keep going. It's all about choices. I need somebody to understand and to put in the comment section, it's my choice. It's my choice. It's your choice. It's your choice to keep going. It's your choice to keep pushing. It's your choice to keep fighting. It's your choice to continue. You have to continue. And what I want us to focus on and to kind of think about is, whenever we get into a place where it seems like we finished, when we see like somebody counted us out of one thing, because there are some people that are lurking right now. There's some people that are watching this video. There are some people that are watching this replay. And if you're looking at it, I want you to know that there are people around you, people in your circle, people in your followers list, people in your friends list that are looking to count you out. They're looking for you to fail. They're looking for you to falter. They're looking for you to get frustrated. They're looking for you to become fearful, and they're looking for you to not complete the assignment. But I want you to serve them notice. I want you to serve them notice and let them know that you have the choice, that it's my choice. And you can keep on looking, you can keep on searching, but guess what? You won't find me. Why? Because the moment you think I'm about to fail, the moment they think that you're about to falter, the moment that they think that you're about to be afraid, the moment that they think that you're about to give up, there's going to be a caption to come up under that picture. There's going to be a caption to come on, and it's going to say 3 words: to be continued. And I want you to declare to your enemy today, to declare to your enemy today, to be continued. What does that mean? That means that I'm just putting a pause. That what you thought was my failure was simply a pause. What you thought was my fearfulness was simply a pause. What you thought was my lowest point was simply a pause. And guess what? I want you to tune in tomorrow. I want you to tune in next week. I want you to tune in next month. I even want you to tune in next year, because when I say to be continued, that means greater is coming. That does not mean that it's an end. Do you remember when you were growing up? You remember that you would see certain movies, you remember that you would see certain TV shows, that you would see certain talk shows, not talk shows, certain sitcoms, and right when it got to the good part, right when you felt like it was about to end, the caption came up, to be continued. And we were so devastated, we got so frustrated, we were so angry. Why would they stop it? Man, it's getting to the good part. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see what's going to come next. But that to be continued, what it did was it kept you in anticipation. It kept you on the edge of your seat, and it made you realize, it made you think that, oh man, I want to see the end result. Something good has to come out of this. There's no way that they're going to stay defeated. There's no way that they're going to stay in that low place. And that's how life is with us. That's how the enemy is with us. The enemy wants us to fail. The enemy wants us, your enemy wants you to fail. Your enemy wants you to be defeated. But that to be continued, guess what happened? It puts them on anticipation, because now they're like, oh my God, I thought that they were done for. Oh my God, I thought that they weren't going to win. Oh my God, there's no way they can make it out of this. There's no way they can come out of this unscathed. There's no way they can come out of this unharmed. There's no way they're going to come out of this anyway. But that to be continued is leaving them on the edge of their seat, because guess what? They don't know what your next move is going to be. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight, but some of you are in the to be continued state. Some of you are in the to be continued state. Why? Because you're the person around you, the people that are secretly hating on you, the people that are secretly praying for your demise, the people that are secretly praying for your downfall, even the ones that are doing it out in the open, even the ones that are right in your face, that they don't even realize that you already know that the cover has been pulled off of them, and you already realize who they are. They're in anticipation mode because they don't know what your next move is going to be. They don't know how you've already planned and strategically put this thing in place to where you reach that. You said, I'm going to reach at this point. I'm going to stop and put a pause because I don't want people to see my next move. There's an old saying that says, never tell your right hand what your left hand is doing, and vice versa, because you don't want people to know. You don't want people to know what it is that your next move is. So you just have to simply allow them to watch. You have to simply allow them, because guess what's going to happen? They're going to be in so much disbelief. They're going to say, man, ain't no way. They ain't gonna make it out of this. Ain't no way they're gonna come out of this. Ain't no way they're gonna win. There's no possible way. I've seen the cards they were dealt. I've seen their hand. I've seen their lifestyle. I've seen their situation. Shoot, I've even been through their situation just to make sure that they're in it. You see, you don't even realize that. There are people around you that are still in the gutter with you, and they're still in the trenches with you, but you think they're helping you out. Some people are there just to make sure that you don't rise out of this pit. Some people are there just to make sure that you fail. Some people are there just to make sure that you don't survive. And those people, they're going to be in so much disbelief. You're going to be, the whole time you were in the pit, the whole time that you were in that gutter, the whole time that you were in the trenches, you just kept saying, I'm going to keep going. You just kept saying, like Dory, I'm going to keep swimming. You just kept saying, I'm going to keep treading along. I'm going to keep walking along, and I'm not going to believe you. And they're sitting there in disbelief. But then all of a sudden, you took on the spirit. You took on the spirit of Trinidad James. You told them, don't believe me, just watch. So allow your people to just watch. They're not going to believe you, and you're going to keep dreaming, and you're going to dream bigger dreams than you've ever dreamed before. You're going to have bigger and greater vision than you ever visioned before, and they're going to be in disbelief. And all you're going to have to do is say, don't believe me, just watch. I need somebody to put that into the comment section to tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Why? Because my actions are greater than my words. I can show you better than I can tell you. I can show you how good, better than I can tell you. You're already in anticipation mode. See, you've already put them in anticipation mode by telling them to be continued. Now you're letting them know to don't believe me, just watch. You don't have to believe a word I say. You don't have to believe a word I write down. You don't have to believe a post that any post that I put up on social media. But all you have to do is watch. And every morning, what they do, and this is what these haters do. This is why I love social media. That's why I love social media. I continue to tell people to show your pictures. I continue to tell people to show your new outfits, show your new hairdo. I need you to show your new car, show your new house, show yourself in these exotic places, show yourself on the plane. Keep showing them. You don't have to hide what you're doing. You don't have to, I don't want nobody to know my business. Tell them everything you're doing, because what you're doing is you're showing them better than you can tell them. You've already told them that you were going to win. You've already told them that you were going to succeed. You've already told them that you were going to come out of this greater than what you were when you were in it. And now they have to see it, because seeing is always believing. They listen, because guess what? Your actions are going to show them better than your words could ever do. So never allow what you're going through to block you from where you're going to. Don't allow it to block it. What you're going through is just temporary. I'm going to say it again. What you're going through is temporary. It is not meant to stay. It is not meant to last. It is not meant to stay always. What you're going through is temporary. It is just a temporary setback. I'm going to say it again. You are just in a temporary setback. But what you need to realize is that this setback is nothing but a setup for your comeback. I'm going to say it again. This setback that you're in is nothing but setting you up. Because what the setback does, the setback is getting you ready for the setup. It's getting your the people that have been hating on you for the setup. Because what it is, this setback is doing nothing but revealing to you certain things about yourself that you didn't even realize. Your setback is revealing to you certain things that you were doing and self-sabotaging yourself with that you didn't even realize. So this setback is just setting you up. It's setting you up, meaning that it's getting you ready. It's getting you ready to lift you off. It's getting you ready to push you through. It's getting you ready to push you over. It's getting you ready to push you around, because it is setting you up. Think about like in gymnastics. The the thing that people look for, before the end result, before the end the finale of the routine, the finale of the flip, the finale of the gymnastics routine. They look for a setup. There's always a setup for the gymnastics routine, and the setup usually you can tell by their demeanor, you can tell by the gymnast how the body language is, you can tell that they're about to set up for the big finale. And what happens is what the audience is anticipated, because they don't know it's going to end. They don't know what the gymnast is going to do to end the routine. It is just like the way people are now, just like your haters are now. Your haters are in limbo. Excuse me. Your haters are in limbo, waiting in anticipation. Excuse me. They're waiting in anticipation for what's about to happen. They don't know. They're anticipating. They're waiting for the setup. So they thought that the setback was it. They thought that the setback was over. They thought that your setback you were done. But now all of a sudden you began to gain momentum. You began to gain a new vigor. You began to gain a new tenacity. You began to gain a new leash on life. And now you're setting yourself up for greatness. You're setting yourself up. You're getting your body ready. You're getting your mind ready. You're getting your heart ready. You're getting your spirit ready. And now you're setting yourself up for your comeback. And watch what I tell you. This comeback is going to be so much to the point where it's going to cause your enemies, it's going to cause your haters, it's going to cause their mind is going to be blown by the simple fact that you were able to come back from the thing that they tried to destroy you with. Your enemies have been trying to destroy you all along. Your enemies have been trying to deter you and to put you down all along. But what they didn't realize, what they didn't realize was that their mind is about to be blown, because all the while they were planning on you to fail. All the while they were planning on you to reach your demise. Guess what you were doing? You were getting yourself ready for your comeback. And guess what? You don't even have to say a word. You don't even have to write a post. All you have to do is show them better than you can tell them. In other words, don't believe me. Just watch. The next time your hater come at you, the next time you get a text message, the next time you see a post, the next time you see a picture, all you have to do is put in the caption, "Don't believe me, just watch." And guess what? Your haters are going to know exactly what you're talking about. And if they don't know, then they're going to find out sooner rather than later. Listen, that is my time for tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Excuse me for the technical difficulties. Something happened to my camera. I was trying to get it fixed or whatever. But I'm glad you were here and you were here to stay. I appreciate each and every one of you. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go ahead and like, comment, and share this video. Like, comment, and share this video. And make sure you let everybody know what goes down right here, 8 p.m. every Monday night on the Win Network, right here for Reactivate the Moment, where we reactivate at 8. Do me a favor, follow me on Instagram at M423 and at Reactivate the Moment. Also, I'm starting something new. Follow me on TikTok as well. I Reactivate the Moment on TikTok as well. Some trend I'm trying out. Hopefully it works out. We're going to see. But follow me on TikTok as well at _reactivate _the moment. I'm going to say it again. _reactivate _the moment. Follow me on TikTok, and I'll be sure to follow you back. I appreciate you for watching. Appreciate you for tuning in. Until next time, I will see you right here, same time, same channel, right here on the Win Network and on my page at Reactivate the Moment and Marques Ford. I thank you for tuning in. I will see you next week, same time, same channel. I love you. There's absolutely, positively nothing that you can do about it. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Peace out.